Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Prescott on first down. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 137 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards. And he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
At the 44-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Jones pass.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Elliott. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
With the give to Ezekiel Elliott.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 23. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
And 2.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Elliott.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trey.
From the gun, Jones. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And inches at the 40.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man is the tight end Troutman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
This is Elliott.
At the 45-yard line.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
48-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And some space here. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
operating from the gun. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5.
Jones pass. Complete to Deontay Harris. 1st and goal, Giants.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal.
His path.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Jones pass.
Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Cooper, incomplete. It's now 2nd and
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Barkley on the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley, toss play left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Now someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down, Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
on second down. It's Elliott, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Jones on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Saquon Barkley, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. 24-17, your final score. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 25-17 was the final. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A gain of 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Jones on first and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On second down now, Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and inches.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And they run the option here on first and 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Jones. A short throw to Ingram.
Jones pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Jones pass.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Sam Sloman is on. This from 44 yards away.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good.
The kick is good.
And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10.
16. Giants 10.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 26-yard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New York.
On the run, it's Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Daniel Jones.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Following the interception, here's Prescott, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, And that bumps their lead up even further. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing after the interception. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Sterling Shepard. Incomplete.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones now on 1st down to Shepard, complete over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 12-yard line.
They go to Elliott again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Ryan Connolly.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Pick up on the play. 1st down, New York.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down.
From the gun, Jones. And he fends him off. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. That one good for 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the draw, this is Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd.
Now Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Jones.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. On second down, Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
24. Giants 13.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
At the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7. Prescott. Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
Prescott's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
At their own 25-yard.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Incomplete.
Jones to throw again, staying on his feet, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Williams. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The kick is good.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Giants.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At their
From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, open man right side is Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard.
Jones pass.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Jones
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 from the 8. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Barkley.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Now, 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. He'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Watch the screen. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming up the way.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, they finished